Yeah, this is known.
That's why it's so valuable.
We need to start mining asteroids. Holy shit.
Yeah, you know how many comets? I think like Halley's Comet is what? All ice and diamonds? That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like,
The problem is it doesn't really land here,
No.
and it only shows up like once every however many years.
74 years. Something like that.
Yeah,
It's
and it doesn't land here. So
yeah, it just
Does it land anywhere?
it's in
Otherwise, how does it?
not here.
it's just constantly in orbit around the sun.
No.
And then just every once in a while it passes.
You spin me right around, baby, right around.
All right, somebody plug something random. Go.
Grey Duck vodka.
Didn't see that one coming.
Did not see that coming.
Random story alert. We took a pause for me to get another beer, go take a piss, and Brian and Eric started talking about something random. So now we're going to jump in randomly into a conversation. I had to edit out about 15 minutes of Brian just being drunk. A random story of Brian talking about a fire pit that I used to build, or I built over at Trisha's house when I lived there, and a liquor store that we went to, and yeah, that's about it. I know, it's stupid, isn't it?
Best moment I ever had was we were building the fire pit at your old house here, and we looked. Apple Valley Liquor opens at 11 a.m. We looked at our phones. 11:15. We're getting beer.
Yep. And guess what? We made that fire pit, and it's still there, and it's still sturdy.
Oh, I wish again, like, obviously, we probably should have done a better job, but...
No, we did pretty good for not having...
I mean, it's still stable, but...
Yeah, we didn't use concrete. We used a little bit of sand for the foundation of
We
it.
probably should have used some concrete or something. And the other thing, we probably shouldn't have done it like when we did, when the ground wasn't like completely thawed
It was
yet.
still frozen a couple inches deep.
Remember, we had to take your freaking pickaxe to like...
Yeah, but we still did it, and it worked. But I went to that Apple Valley Liquor, and they had a sale. I never see this at any other city-owned liquor store. But they had a sale on the pounders, the 16 tall boys, 16 ounces of Miller Lite was for like $20 a case of them, of the tall boys. And I was like, you cannot pass. They're losing money on that.
Yeah.
Because liquor stores, like especially the city ones, their markup on beer is so low. So whenever they're on sale, they're either getting their money back or losing money in hopes that you're buying their higher marked up. Oh, it's always spirits.
Oh,
Well,
dude,
it's like how Costco does it with their chicken.
Speaking of beer, remember when we bought like 100 fucking pounders of Old Glory?
Oh, fucking glory.
yeah.
Oh, glory. That
Yeah.
was the shit.
All profits to veterans. And
You can only get it at MGM in the Egan over by off of Pilot
it
and
was sold like one
Diffley.
place.
Or
Yeah.
the
Oh, you
one-
could get it. We got it before at the one in Rosemount.
No, you go to the one in Burnsville, the one over by Costco, that MGM over
What was
there.
it, like 24 for $12?
Oh, yeah.
24 pounders,
like
12
that.
bucks.
Oh.
But that was like I think that was 4th of July. Was that 4th of
Yeah.
July like morning or something we were buying?
Yeah,
that?
and when we got drunk on my parents' roof while they were out of town in Duluth, and the
I was
cops
not there for that.
And the-
I was not there for
the
that.
cops showed up because my neighbor across the street, she calls in a noise complaint at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the 4th of July. She calls in a noise complaint. I got 3 fucking Apple Valley police officers show up. Luckily, nobody there was underage. And I told them, hey, here's my ID. Yeah, we're drinking. Yeah, it's stupid. We're on the roof. I'm sorry, sir. We'll get down. He was
Keep
like,
it quiet.
He was like, what are your plans for tonight? I said, we're walking down to the high school
fireworks.
to watch the fireworks. And he was like, all right, you're not driving, are you? I go, no, we're going to walk. He goes, good. I don't want to see you guys in a car. We're going to be around here. I don't want to see you guys doing anything stupid. We'll keep driving by. And they did. Like, after the fireworks, we went back to my house and drank some more. They did. They drove by a couple more times just to make sure.
Luckily, I was parked like down the street.
Yeah, and nobody drove, and nobody was, starting shit. There was no fights. We weren't being loud. We weren't cranking music.
No.
And on the 4th of July, people are shooting off fireworks after midnight anyways. Like, we had no fireworks, not even the legal kinds.
No.
So we were being law-abiding citizens. We were all the age of 21 or older. That was the greatest 4th of July, though, because my birthday...
fireworks that we had were some of those girls there.
Yeah,
Damn.
my birthday was 2 weeks before the 4th of July, so I turned 21 2 weeks before the 4th of July. Oh my god. Oh. That's like Acacia. Her 21st birthday is on New Year's Eve. That's like the perfect day to have a 21st.
What did she do for that? I don't remember.
She went downtown Minneapolis, I think. She's listening. She's yelling right
Just
now.
say, I
did this. I did that.
Yeah, I did
Acacia,
this.
nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares.
She's not listening right now because this will come out like tomorrow or something.
Yeah,
So.
it'll come out tomorrow night. I gotta edit a whole bunch already, but she'll be redoing her hair again, dyeing it a different color. Go green this time. I don't want it just like green. I want it like.
Hold on. Let's all take a vote. What color should she do? What color hasn't she done that we should ask her?
I want her to do the green. That's like the type of green.
She's
where,
done that before,
No,
though.
I want the green to be where you go swimming in a chlorinized pool like every day for 2 weeks and never
See,
wash your
I'm
hair.
a Packers fan. That would just give me an erection.
I'm pretty sure she didn't need green hair for that.
You know what, Brian? You give her an erection. So
That's a
I'm
weird
pretty
thing to say.
All right, so I think she should do straight up silver, and it should look like someone dumped a whole fucking bucket of glitter all over.
if Bob Ross was here, he would say she should do Indian yellow.
You know what?
Is that just pissing on someone? Or?
Gold. Would we consider gold like what she was, like when she was blonde, like really blonde, like back when we were young?
Yeah, she should be like the reverse like rapper.
Look at us. We sound like we're TMZ following fucking Miley Cyrus. Who gives a
You know
shit what
what?
color her hair
You know
is?
what? let's truly ask her to do full on America. 1 part red, 1 part blue, 1 part
Better than all the country stations nowadays. They only fucking talk about The Bachelor.
true
like,
American
really?
flag, red, white, and blue.
Who cares?
Yeah, no one cares.
She can fucking... She can
She
shave it.
probably does because we're telling her what to do here
She
while
can-
I'm sitting
she
here
can
looking
go-
myself in a mirror saying, hey, remember when you used to have a lot of hair?
Brian,
No,
I was
because
thinking...
that was a long time ago.
I was thinking about you remind me of Ted in the last episode of season 1 of Scrubs, where JD is looking in the mirror and he sees all the people in the mirror that he's met at the hospital during the first year there, and he sees Ted, and Ted like looks down his sink. I see you got a couple of hairs in the sink. For God's sakes, man, don't comb so hard. That's what I think of you, Brian. You're Ted.
Well, I've said like maybe around more like late spring, late April, early May. That's why I'd consider taking it down quite a bit.
So moving
Not
on.
like some people who shave their face during the coldest time of the year.
Yeah, who cares? So moving on.
You should have, you dumb son of a bitch.
Moving on quickly, happenings in sports.
Sports.
Right now, spring training has started. Pitchers,
Happenings in
and catchers,
sports.
pitchers and,
Brian just got an
catchers
erection.
across the league have reported.
I want to give a shout out to my homeboy, guy that I've been praising for even when he was a prospect in baseball, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yep, getting his 14-year, $340 million extension with the Padres.
Did you see the deal that you did with?
This is one of the guys that I've annoyed James with for probably a while.
This is one of the guys that when you give him a 3-0 pitch and he hits a grand slam, fucking stand up and give him a standing ovation. Don't make him a fucking
You know what?
apologize.
You know what? I was giving him a standing ovation. Don't you apologize for nothing, Tatis Jr. You do no wrong.
His fucking manager's a little bitch. He shouldn't have fucking
Oh,
swung a
he should.
3-0.
Well,
Yeah, shut
remember,
the fuck up.
his manager used to be on the coaching staff of the Rangers.
If you don't want him to hit a grand slam, then don't go down in the count 3 balls to no strikes.
You don't even have to throw the ball. Just
Why
walk him.
I blame Hosmer. I blame his manager who told him not to do it. You know what? I don't give a damn. Here's the thing. I love a lot of things in modern baseball. I love the bat flips. I love the chest pumps and fist pumps when a pitcher makes a big strikeout or a big out.
Sports.
So you love Sergio
So-
Romo.
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
love that. Let's get some emotion in the game. That's why the NBA is kicking baseball's ass, frankly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So, frankly, Fernando Tatis Jr. should not have apologized for going 3-0. You're going to give him a fastball middle like that? Frankly, he should have put that thing further back. in the stand.
Everybody knows what's coming on a 3-0 pitch. Everybody knows what's coming.
It is a middle. You look for one pitch, whether it's middle away, middle in, middle low, middle high. It doesn't matter. If you get that pitch, you fucking take that motherfucker deep. I don't give a damn what the score is.
Yep. If you
I'm all fired up now because we're now talking about baseball.
If you don't want him to take you deep on a 3-0 pitch, maybe you should have pitched better. That's my opinion. The fucking the unwritten rules of baseball is what is killing baseball viewership right now.
Nope, I hate the unwritten rules. I hate them.
There's a reason why they're unwritten and not real rules.
Yeah.
The more,
and I'll say this. I actually want to say this here. I was going to wait for it until we profile like more towards the season. I want every single Dodgers-Padres game nationally televised.
Oh yeah, fucking.
You don't think that's gonna happen already?
I think it was his name, Cody Bellinger. I think it was.
If it's not actually
Cody Bellinger, I think it was. He came out.
Justin Turner.
Oh no, Justin Turner said, Justin Turner said it was going to be 12 World Series games. 19, yeah. 19 World Series games. That's what it's going to be like.
Dude, but like the thing that I remember that playoff series could have gone either way. I think Bellinger robbing Tatis Jr. of the home run was a huge momentum shift.
That was the play of the series.
No, yeah. But like Gratterall, for the Twins fans out there, Bruce Gratterall kind of like was fist pumping, threw his glove, and all that, was all fired up about it, and the Padres were getting in his face. And again, Gratterall shouldn't have been cheering because fucking Tatis damn near took your 102-mile-an-hour fastball center field. Bellinger bailed your ass out. You should be sucking Bellinger's cock, frankly.
Well, there's that.
Because of how he bailed you out.
Speaking of Tatis Jr.,
but the thing that I did, but the thing that I like
14, 340.
Yeah.
Dude, I was reading an article.
They got him for cheap. They got him for a deal.
But on top of it,
that could be like a
he owes 8.9% of his salary to an advanced marketing group.
He did that thing where it's or you get money from this investment group based on what they think you're worth, and then you got to pay it back once you sign your big boy contract. So he's
here's the thing
that pay that back.
And he's in California, so he has an estimated $190 million in taxes owed on his contract. He is the 10%.
Dude's going to make so much in endorsements, though.
Yeah,
he already is.
Like that's where
he's got Gatorade already.
Something to remember is that Gronk hasn't actually spent any money he's earned from the NFL.
Yeah, which is a smart plan.
Yeah, he's invested it all.
Yeah, he's invested it all, and he's only spent his endorsement money.
Yeah.
So
all right, so moving on.
And again, here's the thing that I actually want to talk about, like with the Padres and Dodgers, that series. There was hate in that series between the two teams. That's what I want to see in baseball. I want to see them hate each other. I don't want to see this fraternizing, give everybody a high five when you get to second base. Oh, hey, man, how's it going, buddy? Let's do it. No. Between the Dodgers and Padres, the Twins, White Sox, Yankees, Red Sox, all this, I want to see you guys hate each other.
So you want to see me,
I want you to see it
in
matter.
Beer League softball, because I hate those guys.
Oh, I want to see them like literally. I want to see almost. I don't want to see like brawls necessarily because I think baseball brawls are kind of pointless.
They don't need to brawl
or anything
but
like that. Yeah, but no, I want to see like actual like. Here's the thing: when the NBA was at its peak, was like in the '80s when you had Celtics and Lakers going against each other. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird had a respect for each other, but they wanted to beat the shit out of each other.
All right, moving on.
Jordan wanted to beat everybody else.
All right, moving on. Next topic.
Shut up! So, God. All right. So, spring training starts. Pitchers and catchers report. I think all teams report by Thursday, Friday this week, something like that. All players.
They've all reported pretty much.
Yeah. Well, basically everybody's down there, but they're not doing workouts with the teams just yet.
Pitchers and catchers are regular players. Probably are down there, not actually doing. Well,
they all had to get intaked for testing. Only one person for the Twins tested positive, and he seems to be just fine. he doesn't feel like he's sick at all. So good for him. Dozier retiring. Your favorite Brian Dozier moment?